We're going to do team or player you were most right about, team or player you were most wrong about. So you get to crow, and then you got to take one on the chin. Would you like to go first?
You get to crow because you can also eat crow.
No, crowing, though, is bragging.
And then eating crow is
doing the opposite of it. Yes.
Okay, all right.
So you can do your crowing right now. Who's the team you were most right about?
I've been right about a few.
Well,
I have. But the one that I think I got into the most unbiased beef with when we put out our predictions would be the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. When they came out at number 5 in the top 10, I said they are wildly overrated. I said, I don't know why why are we not looking at the fact that Brian Kelly left? They have a new quarterback. They have a new coach. I understand he was on the staff, but it was like people forgot that they lost their incredibly successful coach. They lost to Marshall, as we know, lost to Ohio State, which fine. But and I gave them all the credit in the world for getting a decent win against North Carolina. However, I went back and looked today because I love that you can do that on Twitter. Just, search your name with Notre Dame. The shit that not just me, just this podcast was catching from Notre Dame fans was just like, you guys don't know shit. Every single year, Notre Dame fans are always up in our mentions. And we were called ignorant, every word you can possibly think of. And then those same accounts, because I just clicked on a few of them, they're all like, fire Marcus Freeman, get us out of here. This is going to be a long season. Notre Dame was massively overrated at number 5. They've proven it. And I tried to tell you guys, just because they're Notre Dame and they're the independent school does not warrant them being in the playoff conversation every single year. They've proven it to you. I'm sorry. You are not good this year.
Jack, which team were you most right about?
I was the most right about 2 Big Ten teams. I was the most right about Michigan State. That's right.
Love the
There's nothing you can do anything about that. And it's about to get worse, too. You're about to be 2-6 losers. And then I was most right about Penn State as well. So
yeah, you were on Penn State very, very early. Katie Stats, who were you most right about?
Spencer Rattler.
You didn't think he deserved all the accolades?
Nope. I remember, I know it was on this podcast, I forgot who, but I feel like the consensus was new start, new OC.
I said that.
I said that.
Okay, then it was everyone. And I just said, like, it's going to be the same person. He got benched. He's not going to be great again. And I was right.
Not only was he not the same person, he's worse.
Probably.
He's worse than he was at Oklahoma.
All right.
So you were right.
Well,
give
I
yourself.
was also right on Georgia's defense, too.
Time for the heart and soul to speak. The team that I was most right about, and not only
God.
You all right?
He's looking up Spencer Rattler's.
Spencer Rattler's QBR.
The punter had a better one with that trick play.
The heart and soul's fucking talking. Right?
Sir, go ahead.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
More wine, your grace.
I'm sorry?
You're not a Game of Thrones person. Keep going.
All right. The team I was most right about, and it isn't just in this room, but there wasn't a national college football pundit in college football telling you this summer that Jalen Daniels was going to be good at Kansas and that Kansas was going to be a pretty good team and that you better watch them and that Lance Leipold's a top 3 coach in the Big 12. I got made fun of for all 3 of those takes.
You did.
And all 3 of those takes are so right. When you get the right coach, you can win. You can win. You can win. Doesn't matter if you're at Kansas, if you're at Boston College, Mississippi State, wherever you are. If you get the right coach for your situation, you're never far from winning. They got the right coach. They got the right quarterback. Their win total was 2.5. They got 4 wins right now. They might finish 5-7 or 6-6. Who knows? The Big 12's tough, and they got a gauntlet coming up. But for right now, Kansas is sitting in as good a spot as Kansas has sat in a long time, and I'm the only guy that told you it was possible.
It's a good one.
Bravo.
Bravo, sir.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think we were all right on where we were right.
Now, since I went last there, I'm going to go first on this one.
Oh, okay.
The team I was the most wrong about. And,
Do you
buddy,
think we're going to have the same one?
Probably.
I think it's probably the same one.
And I was wrong on several teams.
So was I.
I was wrong on
We all
several.
have been,
I was wrong on several teams, but I think the one that sticks out the most are the Miami Hurricanes. I had Tyler Van Dyke as the number 3 quarterback in the country. I had Miami going 10-2 and winning the ACC. Still undefeated in ACC play, by the way. Anyway, I had Miami. Just Cristobal coming in with a massive coaching upgrade over Manny Diaz and being good, and they're just not. They're not good. They lost to A&M, which is fine, but if you follow up that with a loss to Middle Tennessee State, then I'm not sure you're even interested in being here. So that's a gigantic problem. I was very high on Miami, and I was very, very, very wrong, and I think you're going to say the same thing.
Yeah, I might as well just go ahead and double down on this. I was very high on Miami. I think that when we did our most intriguing players for 2022, or whichever list it was, I had Tyler Van Dyke. We said it on Saturday. The only thing I can say is what the fuck is going on. He was supposed to be the piece to their puzzle. He got benched against a terrible team. I don't know how I could have been more wrong on Miami. I really don't. And I give us credit for wanting to believe in Miami. Yeah. But why? Why did we believe in Miami?
Our hearts were in the right place.
They had the pieces.
It
looked pretty on paper.
We're good people.
We are good people.
Don't include me in the we for that one.
You're not a good person, no.
No.
No,
for the
we're all good
for the
people.
believing in Miami.
Well, no, but I mean, we all are wrong about a lot of shit. We're all right about a lot of shit.
Me and Casey are good people. Jack and Katie are the worst.
Yeah, that's
pretty much.
I disagree.
We are all good people. We have all been right, and we've all been very wrong. And Miami would be where we were very wrong. And we wanted so badly for the U to be back. Buddy, they are not back.
Jack, who were you the most wrong about?
I had a belief in Virginia that was not very good. I had a belief that their defense would improve, but I did not account for the fact that their offense would fall off the biggest cliff ever. And I think that has a lot to do with the warning signs people told me about, which was their offensive line. And their offensive line is booty.
Nobody's talked about Virginia, their offense. They brought back nearly everybody but the offensive lineman, and their offense stinks.
Brendan Armstrong went from one of the best quarterbacks in the country
to one of the worst.
To a guy that can't, and also he returned to all his wide receivers. They have NFL talent on that, like not first round picks, but second, third, fourth, fifth round picks, and they can't even complete a pass.
Yeah, it's weird.
They had a little comeback against Syracuse, but it wasn't like, oh, the offense is humming finally. Now, something that I have, and I think we see it a little bit in the NFL too, specifically with the Broncos right now, and when you have a new offensive coordinator, a new system, it takes some time. Now, that being said, if it was going to take some new time, you probably wouldn't have wanted like a returning cast like you have. Yeah. They should have probably left or transferred and then started over with someone else. I mean, yeah, that's like he has a PFF grade of 47 right now, which is
one below Spencer Rattler.
Imagine somebody in this office thinking that Brennan Armstrong is better than Bryce Young.
Oh no, they're thinking Brennan Armstrong's receiving core was better than Ohio State's receiving core.
I don't know which one's more egregious.
The replace the Ohio State receiving core with the Virginia receiving core, and you would never notice, is one of the most outrageously egregious things we've heard in this company.
But you know what fan bases say? Dumb shit.
But it's Virginia. It's not like, oh, it's Alabama. Like when Travi or Big T talk, I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But then when fucking Malsek talks about Virginia football.
Uh-oh. Yikes. Well, that one wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Katie Stats. Who were you wrong about?
Kind of circling back to most disappointing, but Boston College. I wasn't really high in Miami, so I don't want to put them in my category, but I was very excited about Phil Jerkovic. I was a little nervous about the offensive line, but like Jack said, Zay Flowers had the pieces. Jeff Hafley looked great last year. Fell off a cliff.
A couple of others I'll just mention. I was off on Florida State. I thought Norvell would probably get fired. They're doing great. Yeah, I weren't. And Nebraska, I thought they would be pretty good too. I was wrong on that.
I was really wrong on them.
I was very wrong on thinking Texas would get killed by Alabama.
Yeah.
But I've already owned that one for sure. Listen, it's September. We'll see when we do the Tobies.
Yeah.
What happens?
Tobies is a lot better name too.
Than Timbies?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have a good reoccurring theme.
I would also like to say I was wrong about Oklahoma State. I thought they were they were going to take a massive drop off, and they have not.
I don't think they've played anybody to show a drop off yet, though.
I know, but I think they actually been performing pretty well. But that being said, it was like I'm basing that off the Arizona State game, and that was with Arizona State's staff
actively trying to get the coach fired.
to get the coach fired, and sent it to. They sent stuff to the opposing team about what they were going to do.
I was also, Brandon, you were the same way. We talked about this a lot, but how much shit we caught for USC. I've been talking about USC being in the college football playoff vision or whatever you want to call it for the entire offseason. And boy, we caught a lot of shit for that. Like, have you even been watching football? Yeah. Well, guess who's in the driver's seat in the Pac-12 right now? Guess who's ranked 6th in the country? Just going to put that out.
You know where else you were wrong? You said you'd never get pregnant and have kids.
No, I said I didn't want kids.
That changes. People change.
Thank you, Jack. I also said I didn't want kids. I didn't say that I would never.
Do you want kids now?
Well, yeah.
Okay, good. Because you got one.
You know what we need to do soon?
Oh, I got to tell him what her name's going to be.
Yep.
Well, we need to do
her.
What?
He?
Huh?
They?
Huh? What happened there? Okay.
We need to do the gender reveal.
By the way,
podcast.
none of us know the gender, so.
Brandon knows. He wants to say it so
I know the
bad.
goddamn name.
Oh, I actually know the gender too. I was just trying to pretend.
You know the name too, right?
No.
Katie, do you know the name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody just messaged you on Twitter.
You've
been talking with Coach Jason Brown recently? We got to do a podcast crossover.
Yeah, I got to get him in here.
Yeah, just like maybe.
By the way, I had to unfollow his co-host.
Oh, the woman?
Yeah, she's aggressive on Twitter.
Oh, I haven't seen. I don't even know who she is.
She's proud of the way she's built. And
okay, I know she's very attractive.
And listen, she ought to be.
Okay,
she ought to be.
She's
a stunningly beautiful lady, but I can't be tweeting on a plane and somebody looking over my shoulder and I'm.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, she's hot. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, she's got.
Oh my god.
Can you pull her up again?
I wouldn't mind.
When Jason Brown and Zach Smith do a crossover, man, those two, it's like the
Jason Brown hates.
Can I have a really?
Yeah, there's no good football players except for the ones that he coached at Independent.
This is a sports person?
Yeah, well, she does.
I think she also does some.
Hey, don't make fun of sex work.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm doing like a sports talk, and then you do this. It sets other people back.
That's incredible.
We cannot put this on YouTube because that will get.
Yeah, you don't put that on YouTube. She's hot.
I have
like this is
I've only seen the
OnlyFans
clips
material
of her.
I've only seen the Twitter pictures.
I know
Twitter
what she
lets anything fly.
I know what she looks like, but I haven't been on her Twitter. I will be going to it after the show.
Yeah, she is
sliding them DMs.
She's very good looking.
I'm getting divorced at least in the next 3 years.
Can I say something that I was wrong about too?
Well, yeah.
You may not get a divorce in 3 years.
Well, you're not getting a divorce.
Oh, I might.
Oh,
for
yep.
her?
Eventually does have an OnlyFans.
Brandon, she has an OnlyFans.
Go.
I was wrong about thinking that people from Arkansas on Twitter were even remotely able to have a Twitter fight without being.
You know what they've transitioned to now?
Oh no, what?
Oh, they didn't lose to you guys. They beat themselves.
Yeah.
And they're 3 touchdowns better than Texas A&M.
Yes,
Wow.
they love saying that.
3 touchdowns better.
It's in the comments of our YouTube too. It's
if you were 3 touchdowns better, you probably would have at least won the game. But you weren't 3 touchdowns better.
There
was a 2-quarter stretch there where you couldn't move the ball.
Wait, have we done all of them?
Yeah. We have done all of them, but
Let's
now it's time to, if you can switch to the tweet
meme of the year so far.
Meme of the year.
You did say the Texas A&M leaders.
I think that, but another one that was close. I changed it for best moment. Was gonna do, I think, just everything around the LSU FSU game, just like all of Brian Kelly's reactions, all the hype.
Yeah.
Just I think the internet did not know how to handle itself that day.
The meme. I don't know. I'm so focused on Hudson right now.
Hudson's the meme.
Hudson with his boots and his goggles. He's now tweeting at me, which I love. By the way, I meant to tell you this. You know, Lane Kiffin told me that you're a mean person for your take on Juice.
On Juice the dog?
Juice the dog, yes. He said.
Because I say that's ridiculous.
That guy is mean.
Huh?
He said that guy is mean.
What else did he say?
Nothing. That was it.
Huh.
But he said.
Tell you what, I don't give a shit about. It's Lane Kiffin's dog.
You don't need to be so mean about a dog.
I'm almost 90% sure that dog is not tweeting those tweets.
Well, no,
I'm
but
90%
I think that
sure.
I think we've talked about this already. I think that it's his.
You
kids.
think your dog or your mom's dog would like Juice?
Yes.
No. First of all, no. Sam is much better a dog than Juice.
No, Juice is. Very
I got
cute.
one for in the run that.
Lane Kiffin retweeted a video of Brandon recently.
Did he?
He thinks
Yeah, it
Brandon's
was a
very
yak.
mean.
It was like another clip, but it was like a hashtag come to the sip.
Oh no, it was when he sent Dan and Roan transfer to the SIP hoodies.
That's what it was.
Yeah, no, but I think that
I love him doing that, knowing he's trying his best to get out of town.
well, he has to, you know,
I
he
heard
has to
he's
say
found. I heard he found Jesus, and he doesn't
Every
wanna
Ole Miss
leave
coach
anymore.
finds Jesus. It's crazy. It's crazy how they know how to appeal to that fan base.
back to
But if he,
By the
has,
way,
found, if he
Marcus-
has found Jesus, good for him.
By the way, Marcus
Yes.
Freeman is undefeated since finding Catholicism. Look, he retweeted it today or like recently.
It's someone's clip of LFG shirts.
those are sick hoodies. They are.
Not really.
Yes, they are.
It's a red hoodie with blue letters.
No, I
It's
mean
not-
just like if you're an Ole Miss fan, like you're wearing the shit out of that hoodie.
You have any read on that game this weekend?
Ole Miss, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Ole Miss gonna beat the hell out of them.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, they're gonna beat the hell out of them,
The
and we're gonna beat the hell out of them.
But
no,
the
you're
line
not. Get
does-
out of here.
The line makes me lean that way.
Let's
Not
go
to
to
beat the shit out
Roughness.
of, but
I
You're outta here.
listen,
Jackie.
God bless you, love you, but it ain't gonna be pretty for
What
you
did
this
you say?
weekend.
No, Brandon, I'm not ready to do this yet. We got to
Okay,
do
we'll
this
do it
on
Thursday.
Thursday. Jack, you're the social media guy. What do you think the biggest meme of the year? I know what you're gonna say. It's gonna be A&M, but outside of A&M, who's the
What-
biggest?
A&M was like
When Iowa fans-
transcended college football. Iowa fans
with
punter.
the cameos. Was it
the
memes?
Iowa
But
came.
that was a
I
fun
really
24
like the
hours.
Staquavius Bennett meme. That's kind of funny.
Speaking of, we haven't read our guy from Syracuse's tweets in a while. Why?
He hasn't
We
been.
read it.
He hasn't been.
No,
that-
he
that-
tweeted one
I
recently.
know he tweeted, but he hasn't been that good on Twitter this year.
No, because he's not happy with his play.
People are woke to it. I think.
But Sean Tucker, they're 4-0.
Yeah, but he hasn't played well. So it's funnier when they stink and he's good.
Yeah, that's
to when
true.
he stinks and they're good. That's not as like Friday we won Syracuse 22, Virginia 20. I'm pleased with the outcome of the game. We made mistakes, but we're 4-0. I'm not pleased with my performance, but I'm doing my part to help the team win. The grind never
God
stops.
bless you.
Normal number 34. I rushed for 60 yards and 5 catches for 45 yards. Hashtag
mean,
pleased.
The grind will never stop, nor will number 34 is very funny. Because it's like a different kind of first person.
I still-
Not
great
only
that
is he
he
using his
only
name-
tweets recaps.
Yeah.
I still think it's funnier if
Oh,
I want
definitely.
them to lose by 20 and him to rush for 200. That's the perfect storm for his Twitter.
1000%.
All
But
right.
like not even calling yourself by your name, by your jersey number is great.